My Miami with Chad Oppenheim. In this episode, we visit Montclair Lofts, a condo project he designed, which opened in 2005.
The challenge with the Montclair was it was actually two vacant lots surrounding a historical building, but they were all tied together. And the historical building wasn't really that great. It was actually a crack house of some sorts. But it was in a very important part of the city, the intersection of civic, commercial, office, and residential. It's really one place where all that comes together. So the idea behind the building was to create a little village around the historical structure and make the roof of the historical structure the main civic space of the building. Being from New Jersey and experiencing the sort of delights of Miami originally through Miami Vice and seeing the possibilities of this sort of outdoor living year-round, many of our projects take great advantage of leftover spaces and turning them into wonderful gardens of delight. One of the other things that we focused on in this project was the idea of the building almost being like a hip-hop in a way because of the sampling of proportions of materials, of sort of sensations from the surrounding buildings. There's a great Lapidus office building right across the street that has metal screen. There's residential buildings that have these sort of strong rectilinear qualities. And there's a building right in front of us that also has some great metal work. So we sort of reinterpreted and abstracted some of those qualities to create a building that was distinctively different, but yet when you see it, it kind of blends in. It also has to deal with the various typologies that exist around the building, because it can't just be like purely residential, but it has to feel residential, but still have sort of a sort of protective skin around it because it's on a very busy intersection. It's a very, very busy, vibrant corner. So we put this scrim, this perforated aluminum skin around the building to cloak the building, protect it, and creates this sort of diaphanous veil that at sometimes is highly transparent, at sometimes it's highly reflective, and it's always sort of changing with the light. And it also allows the beautiful breezes coming off the ocean to sort of permeate through the building.
What's another element of the design that you feel works well?
One of the effects that we're working with, which is this sort of abstraction of the typology of a condominium, so that it doesn't have this literal notion of this is a balcony, this is windows.
And finally, what's a design move from this project very early in your career that we can still find in the buildings you're working on today?
There's very little wasted areas in our projects. Almost every single project we've done has utilized every surface to maximize the pleasure of a particular place.